Hey Eagles fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Welcome into the Eagles Report, a new YouTube channel here where you guys will get all the latest Philadelphia Eagles news and rumors. We're going to do as many videos as possible. So, before we jump into all the latest news surrounding the Philadelphia Eagles right now, go ahead and subscribe. Let's start building this channel up. I want it to be your one-stop shop for all your Philadelphia Eagles news in a very short, condensed video where you can move on with the rest of your day. So, first bit of news here we're going to start is that Jalen Ramsey is not an Eagle, as of course many people have read and looked on national television, all that sort of thing. The Eagles were very interested in trying to get Jalen Ramsey. They actually tried to trade for Jalen Ramsey multiple times, according to different reports from ESPN, including making phone calls to the Jacksonville Jaguars literally every single week to check in on Ramsey's availability. Now, we all know right now the Eagles did not sign him because he is now a Los Angeles Ram, so the Eagles did not have to give up 2 first-round draft picks. But I want to share with you guys, at least they did try. Chris Mortensen from ESPN said, quote, the Jacksonville Jaguars owner Shad Khan expected Jalen Ramsey to play after heart-to-heart meeting last week, and he did not play, but Shad Khan finally cracked open the door saying, hey, we've got to do what's best for the team and the individual. I say stay alert on this, and certainly the Philadelphia Eagles are calling the Jacksonville Jaguars every week to check on this one. So, we know, again, Ramsey has been traded, so this was all, Mort was right, he was going to get traded. He was traded to the LA Rams just the other day, but at least the Eagles tried, right? At least that's our little bit of happy thoughts for the day that the Eagles did try to trade for a corner. I mean, they are abysmal right now at the cornerback position, so any sort of help would have been warranted, but 2 first-round draft picks for Jalen Ramsey is a lot to give up, especially when we're one of the oldest teams in the National Football League. I say it's hard to do because I think Jalen Ramsey would definitely help right now. It was the right move for Philadelphia to pass and not give up the farm to go and get probably the best cornerback in the NFL. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Would you have given up 2 first-round draft picks for Jalen Ramsey to be on this Philadelphia Eagles team this year at 3-3? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Now, a big reason why I think they did not go after Jalen Ramsey is because Jalen Mills, the Green Goblin, is set to return very, very soon. Now, he injured his foot last year in London against the Jacksonville Jaguars, has been out since last October, and practiced for the first time today. In pads, he was out there. The only thing is, he's not officially been activated from the PUP list, the physically unable to perform list. So Doug Pederson has not ruled him out for Sunday. There is still a chance, but the fact he's not been I guess, officially taken off the PUP list is because they want to make sure he's going to be healthy. That way he doesn't count against the 53-man roster. So they essentially have like 21 days to figure out if they're going to keep him on the active 53-man roster or they're going to send him back to IR. But everything that I'm reading is pointing to Jalen Mills being good to go sooner rather than later, and might, depending on how he looks today or how he looked today and later on during the week, he might be available for some snaps on Sunday against the Dallas Cowboys, which, again, at this point, if anyone can take the spot of Sidney Jones and play better, I think we'd all greatly appreciate that. So, does the return of Jalen Mills mean for you guys that you don't want to trade for any of the other cornerbacks out there? Chris Harris Jr. For Denver, obviously Patrick Pederson for the Cardinals. Would you still want to trade for someone? Or do you trust, I guess, the Super Bowl champion, Jalen Mills, if he comes back and is healthy and is good to go? Let me know what you guys think down below. It's a little bit of an older news, but if you're just, catching up on all your Eagles news for the week, they did cut linebacker Zack Brown after his, calling out of Kirk Cousins and then really bad performance on Sunday, getting beaten by Kirk Cousins. Getting spanked by Kirk Cousins, I would say, as the Eagles' defense was absolutely crushed. The only issue with Zack Brown being released is that they didn't add any linebackers, and the linebacker spot is already thin. So Nigel Bradham remains day-to-day with his ankle injury and might play Sunday, but also might not. He was seen in a walking boot just a couple of days ago. But that leaves your Eagles depth chart as Kamu Grugier-Hill, TJ Edwards, and Nathan Gary if Nigel Bradham is unable to go. So I understand that Zack Brown has been playing very, very poorly so far this year, and, that makes sense why you got to let him go. Plus, whenever you run your mouth, don't back it up to Kirk Cousins. It's kind of like man, did you really have to swing and miss that hard? I get letting him go, but I also am like, could you just have demoted him a little bit and played some more Nathan Gary, played some more TJ Edwards? Because right now, the linebacker position is a very, very thin position for the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're going to need them, obviously, on Sunday against the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, a couple of Cowboys news here before we talk about Desean Jackson. Amari Cooper might not play on Sunday with that bruised thigh. Now, there's no indication of long-term damage, according to NFL.com's Ian Rappaport, so it's not like Cooper could miss a lot of games, but there's also no indication of if he will play on Sunday. I'm being told it's just pain tolerance. All everything I'm reading is that it's all up to his pain tolerance, and that the pain was pretty darn high for the Cowboys wide receiver as recently as Monday. So this isn't a story to keep an eye on. He has not been ruled out, but he has also not been, given the green light. He's going to play for the Sunday night matchup in Dallas against the Philadelphia Eagles. If you're an Eagles fan, obviously you want to beat a team at full strength, but I would much rather Amari Cooper not be out here. Remember, Amari Cooper, last December in that 29-23 overtime win in Dallas, 10 catches for 217 yards. So, and it was like Rasul Douglas on him a lot. Rasul Douglas will be out there on Sunday. So let's just hope, just for our winning sake, that Amari Cooper's bruised thigh is a little bit worse than people say, and he will not be out there. But again, I would not count on it. I think they're going to try to get him to go because, Dak Prescott, we all know, does definitely need his number one target out there. He plays better when Cooper is healthy. Okay, final bit of news here, some injury updates for you guys in terms of the Philadelphia Eagles, and the big one, Desean Jackson, still coming back from that abdominal injury. He's working to get back. His direct quote that Doug Pederson said just a couple of days ago at the Eagles press conference on Monday, but he also is not guaranteed to play on Sunday. Still day-to-day, and his status for this week remains questionable, but I think he has started to practice a little bit. He is still running. There's a long shot he plays on Sunday, but it's also a real shot. Like, it's a long shot, but there's still a shot out there that Desean could play on Sunday. If I had to bet, I would say Jalen Mills has a much higher chance to play than Desean Jackson. I think 2 weeks from now, potentially the Buffalo game would make sense for Jackson's return because they don't want to rush him back, but they also could really use him. The last time he was a Philadelphia Eagle playing in Dallas, he kind of balled out. So I'd love to see him out there, but I think we're probably going to have to wait another week, although he is working hard. He is trying very hard to get out there. And finally here, it looks like Avonte Maddox, who, of course, was injured in the Packer game, is slowly starting to come back from that concussion neck injury. We'll have to see what happens with him over the next couple of days. He was great last year, especially in the postseason, but so far this year has looked pretty bad in coverage, as most Eagle cornerbacks have. All right, there you go. That is all the news and rumors I have for today in terms of the Philadelphia Eagles. The trade deadline is coming up next week. Be sure to subscribe. We'll have your latest trade deadline news as the Eagles, I think, are going to do something, matter of what they are going to do. So again, subscribe to the channel, the new Eagles Report here on YouTube. We're going to build this up, and we're going to give you guys the best, most condensed, easiest Eagle news video here on YouTube for hopefully on a day-to-day or week-to-week process. So again, I'm Thomas Mott. I'm going to sign off now. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thumbs up, subscribe. I really appreciate it. We'll see you guys on the next video. Let's go beat the Cowboys, please.